Sometimes people spend their whole lives looking for validation in mirrors that are broken. They seek confirmation from the eyes of strangers, from the comments of others, from a world that does not always see clearly. But what if I told you that beauty is not only in what others see? It is also in what you carry inside, in the silent signs that tell the truth about who you are, even when you doubt yourself. The first sign is presence. When you enter a room and the atmosphere shifts slightly, it is not always because of clothes or makeup. It is because of the energy you bring, the way your steps announce confidence without words. People feel it before they understand it. The second sign is the eyes. They do not just look, they connect. A good-looking woman does not have to speak much when her eyes already communicate sincerity, kindness, or strength. There is a light there that people remember even long after they have left. The third sign is the smile. Not the smile that is forced, but the one that appears naturally, without effort. That smile can calm hearts, soften walls, and bring comfort. It is not decoration. It is power. The fourth sign is posture. The way you stand, the way you carry your body, reveals how you carry your life. Shoulders relaxed, head lifted. Not out of arrogance, but out of acceptance. You show that you belong here. And when you believe that, others will believe it too. The fifth sign is how people listen when you speak. A good-looking woman is not only seen, she is heard. Not because her voice is louder, but because her words are rooted in something real. She speaks and others lean closer. That is beauty beyond appearance. The sixth sign is mystery. You do not have to reveal everything to everyone. A part of you remains your own, and that makes others curious. Beauty is not about exposing everything. It is about protecting something valuable and allowing others to sense its depth. True beauty is felt through the energy you bring, not just what is seen. Many women struggle to believe in their own beauty because they are conditioned to measure themselves against superficial standards. They stand in front of mirrors picking apart their reflection, comparing themselves to images on screens that are often unreal. But beauty is not a competition of features. It is not limited to measurements or symmetry. Real beauty reveals itself in presence, in the way you carry your spirit into the world. People might not remember the exact shade of your lipstick or the brand of your dress, but they will always remember the feeling you left with them when you walked away. That is presence. When you walk into a room, your presence speaks before your voice does. It is the quiet assurance in your steps, the openness in your energy, the way you hold yourself with dignity. Even if you are unaware of it, people feel it. They sense a certain warmth or a certain calmness that surrounds you, and it draws them in. Think of the moments when someone entered a space and everyone turned to look, not because of perfect makeup or flashy clothes, but because they radiated something magnetic. That is what it means to be good, looking beyond appearances. Presence is not about being the loudest or demanding attention. It is about balance. It is about carrying a quiet confidence that does not need to announce itself. It is knowing that you belong wherever you are, without apology. This energy becomes more powerful than physical features because it cannot be imitated. You cannot buy it. You cannot fake it. It grows from self-respect, from the way you treat yourself and others, from the values you carry deep within. Sometimes you may doubt yourself, thinking you go unnoticed, but notice how often people gravitate toward you without explanation. They may ask for your opinion, feel safe in your company, or simply smile when they see you. These are all signs that your presence is making an impact. Beauty is not only in faces, it is in the invisible force that makes people comfortable, inspired, or uplifted when they are near you. This energy is shaped by how you handle yourself in different situations. Do you carry grace in difficult moments, or do you let chaos control you? A woman who can walk through challenges with composure naturally radiates attractiveness. People look at her and see more than an appearance. They see strength, wisdom, and resilience. Presence is not just what you show in easy times. It is revealed in how you carry yourself when life tests you. Another truth is that presence flows from self-acceptance. When you stop fighting with yourself, when you embrace both your strengths and imperfections, you naturally shine. People sense it. They are drawn not to the flawless, but to the real. The more at peace you are with who you are, the more beautiful your presence becomes. It does not matter if you doubt your hair, your height, or your shape. What matters is the energy you allow to flow through you. You may not see yourself as stunning when you look in the mirror, but mirrors cannot reflect presence. They cannot show the warmth in your aura, the calmness in your tone, or the inspiration in your posture. That is why so often others see your beauty before you do. They are not looking at what you criticize in yourself. They are feeling what you cannot see. So, do not reduce beauty to something shallow or external. True beauty begins with the energy you bring into every space. It is in the way you make others feel, the comfort you offer, the light you share. When you recognize this, you realize that being good looking is not about chasing perfection. It is about allowing your presence to speak for you. And that presence, whether you see it yet or not, is already beautiful. Your eyes reveal sincerity and strength that words cannot hide. When people think about beauty, they often picture flawless features, but what truly captures attention are the eyes. Eyes are more than a physical trait. They are windows to the soul, a direct reflection of what lives inside you. Long before someone notices the details of your appearance, they notice your eyes. They notice the way you look at them, the way you listen, the way your gaze carries truth, vulnerability, and presence. That is where real beauty begins. Eyes tell stories without sound. A woman may not consider herself striking, yet when she looks at someone with compassion, it leaves an imprint stronger than anything else. A kind gaze is remembered because it makes people feel seen. You may not realize it, but when your eyes light up while speaking about something you love, or when they soften while comforting someone, you radiate a beauty that no filter or product can create. That sincerity cannot be imitated, because it is born from who you are. Strength in the eyes is another dimension. It is the quiet resilience people notice even when you are silent. You may have gone through storms, heartbreaks, or struggles, yet your eyes carry proof that you endured and kept going. That strength makes your beauty unforgettable, because it does not rely on decoration. It shows that you have lived, that you have faced the world, and that you still choose to rise. People sense that and respect it deeply. What makes eyes so powerful is their honesty. You can put on a smile and say everything is fine, but your eyes will always reveal the truth. They expose sincerity, they expose care, they expose love. Even if you think you are ordinary, others can look into your eyes and see extraordinary depth. That is why so many people remember faces, not because of the structure, but because of the eyes that carried warmth or determination. When you connect with someone through your eyes, you offer them presence. In a world where people often feel ignored, being looked at with genuine attention is rare. Your eyes give that gift. They tell someone, I am here. I see you, you matter. That simple act is more beautiful than any cosmetic touch, because it awakens a feeling in others. Beauty is not just about being admired. It is about creating moments where people feel valued through your presence. There is also a quiet mystery in the eyes. They hold emotions that words cannot capture. They can reflect excitement, curiosity, or stillness, and in each reflection, beauty shines. Sometimes people are captivated not because of makeup or shape, but because your eyes carry something they cannot fully explain. It draws them in. They want to understand what lies behind them, and that curiosity is one of the strongest signs of attractiveness. Even when you do not feel beautiful, your eyes often tell a different story. They show the love you give, the resilience you carry, the dreams you hold, and the kindness you share. Others notice it, even when you overlook it. Mirrors cannot reveal this kind of beauty because mirrors show only surface. It is people, through their experience of you, who recognize the sincerity and strength that radiate from your gaze. When someone looks back on their time with you, but they may not recall the exact outfit you wore, but they will remember how your eyes looked when you laughed, or when you listened with genuine care. Those moments stay alive in memory because they are authentic. That is why your eyes are such a powerful sign of being good looking. They carry truth that lasts. So never doubt the value of what your eyes reveal. They do not need to meet some artificial standard to be captivating. They are already beautiful because they speak of sincerity and strength, and those qualities can never be hidden. They live in you, and they shine through you, whether you believe it or not. A genuine smile carries more power than any adornment. In a world where appearances are often polished and perfected to meet certain standards, what stands out the most is something natural, something effortless, something that flows directly from within. A smile that is not forced, not calculated but real, is one of the most beautiful things anyone can witness. It is not about perfect teeth or perfect lips. It is about the warmth, the sincerity, and the life that a smile communicates in silence. When a woman smiles from the heart, she instantly changes the energy of the space around her. People may walk into a room feeling heavy or distracted, but one genuine smile can soften that atmosphere in an instant. It does not need words to explain itself because it speaks directly to the emotions of others. That is why you will often hear people say they remember a person's smile long after they forget the details of their face. Beauty leaves the deepest impression when it is tied to feelings, and a smile does exactly that. A genuine smile reflects kindness. It tells others that they are safe in your presence, that they are welcomed, that they are seen. It is a universal language understood across cultures, ages, and backgrounds. You may not think of yourself as good-looking, but when you smile sincerely, others are drawn to you because of the comfort and joy it creates. That attraction is not superficial. It is emotional, and emotional beauty always lasts longer than physical perfection. It is also worth noticing how a smile reveals resilience. Even if life has tested you, even if you have been through difficulties, the fact that you still smile sincerely shows strength. It shows that you have not allowed the weight of the world to steal your light. That resilience makes you striking in a way no external appearance could. People admire a woman who can carry pain but still share joy, who can walk through struggle yet still radiate hope. That kind of beauty cannot fade. Another truth about a smile is that it does not just transform others, it transforms you. When you smile with sincerity, you feel lighter. You release tension. You remind yourself of the good that still exists. This inner shift reflects outward, and people notice it without even knowing why. They just sense positivity around you, and they are attracted to that. This is why a genuine smile is far more powerful than any accessory. It comes with energy that makes you glow naturally. There is also an element of authenticity in a true smile. You cannot fake the warmth in the eyes that comes with it. People know when a smile is just a gesture and when it is real. And when it is real, it builds trust. It tells others you are honest, approachable, and kind. That kind of beauty does not need effort because it flows from truth. And truth always has its own radiance. Sometimes, women underestimate the power of their smile because they focus too much on how it looks rather than how it feels. They think about alignment, shape, or perfection. But the people who are moved by your smile are not measuring those details. They are feeling the light it gives. They are remembering the comfort it offered in a moment of stress or the joy it sparked unexpectedly. Those are the memories that define beauty. Think about the time someone smiled at you sincerely. You likely did not analyze their features. You just felt lighter, seen, or encouraged. That is the power you carry as well. Your smile might be the reason someone's day improves, the reason someone feels less alone, the reason hope is sparked again. What could be more beautiful than that? So never underestimate the beauty of your genuine smile. It is not decoration, it is energy, kindness, and strength made visible. It does more for you than any external standard of beauty ever could. And when you allow yourself to smile from the heart, you not only look beautiful, you become unforgettable. Confidence shows in posture long before it shows in words. Many women overlook the silent power their body language carries, but it speaks louder than they realize. The way you sit, the way you stand, the way you walk, all of it sends a message about how you see yourself. And the truth is, people notice it instantly. You may not feel like the most beautiful woman in the world, but when your posture communicates dignity, strength, and self-acceptance, you naturally appear attractive to others. Posture is not about being stiff or rigid, nor is it about performing perfection. It is about alignment with who you are. When you walk with your head lifted, shoulders open, and steps steady, you are telling the world that you belong. You are showing that you are not hiding, that you are not shrinking yourself to fit into anyone's expectations. This quiet statement of worth makes people pay attention. They may not know why, but they feel your presence more strongly. Think about those moments when someone enters a room with confidence. They may not be the tallest or the flashiest person, but the way they carry themselves makes them magnetic. They are not trying to force attention, but their body communicates self-assurance. This is exactly what posture does for you. It becomes a visual reminder to others, and to yourself, that you deserve space, respect, and acknowledgement. A woman who slouches, hides her face, or keeps her head low may unknowingly send the message that she doubts herself, even if her inner qualities are extraordinary. On the other hand, a woman who holds herself upright naturally appears more attractive, not because of fashion or makeup, but because her posture radiates confidence. People instinctively associate good posture with beauty, health, and strength. It shows that you care about yourself and that you respect your own presence in the world. Posture also reflects inner resilience. When life is difficult, it is easy to collapse into defeat physically and emotionally. But when you continue to hold yourself tall despite struggles, you embody grace under pressure. Others see it and admire it. They recognize that your beauty is not fragile. It is unshaken by storms. This resilience becomes part of your aura, and it makes your presence unforgettable. Another important truth is that posture influences how you feel about yourself. The body and the mind are connected. When you stand tall, you feel more powerful. When you sit upright, you think more clearly. The way you carry your body does not just send signals to others, it sends signals to your own heart and mind. By choosing to align your posture with strength, you remind yourself that you are capable, valuable, and beautiful. That inner reminder then shines outward, creating a cycle of confidence and attraction. Posture also affects how others interact with you. A woman who carries herself with composure is more likely to be treated with respect. People approach her with seriousness because she communicates that she respects herself first. This is an unspoken rule of life. The way you present yourself teaches others how to treat you. And when your posture shows confidence, people cannot help but respond to that with admiration. Even in stillness, posture matters. You do not need to speak or move to make an impression. Sitting with quiet strength, walking with deliberate calmness, or simply standing with balance communicates more than words. It shows that you are grounded. It shows that you know your worth without having to shout it. And this kind of beauty, silent yet powerful, is always the kind that leaves a lasting memory. You may not realize it, but your body already tells your story before your voice begins. And when your posture carries dignity, confidence, and resilience, it becomes one of the clearest signs that you are a good-looking woman, even if you doubt it yourself. The way others listen proves the beauty of your presence. In a world filled with noise, constant distractions, and voices competing for attention, it is rare to meet someone whose words make others pause and lean closer. That is not always because of the volume of your voice or the cleverness of your speech, but because of the authenticity that flows through what you say. When people find themselves truly listening to you, it is one of the clearest signs that your beauty is more than what is seen. It is also what is felt and heard. There is a certain kind of presence that cannot be ignored. When you speak from your heart, when your words carry sincerity instead of performance, you naturally draw others in. They sense truth behind your voice. It could be a simple observation, a comforting sentence, or even silence before you speak, but people notice. They may not even fully understand why they are paying attention, but something about your presence commands respect. That command is not forced, it is earned, and it is beautiful. The way people listen to you is a reflection of the energy you carry. If you speak without arrogance, if your tone reflects both strength and kindness, others respond by giving you their attention. A woman who does not need to exaggerate or pretend already carries a rare power. She knows her voice.